Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to discuss about metabolic syndrome, and one of the leading cause of metabolic disease is obesity or weight gain, right? We have seen tens of thousands of programs running around fitness companies, online fitness companies, weight management companies who are mostly focused on fat diets like ketosis, calorie counting, calorie deficit, having high protein diets. It's just focus on picking up iron, picking up weight, working out for long hours, right? And we may lose weight for some days. Again, we gain, right? Or we may lose weight because we are starving our body with foods and nutrients, and we're starving our body with calories. But again, we have these food cravings, sugar cravings. Again we lose weight, and again we uh, you know. Uh, gain it, regain it, right? So there are a number of things, and someone would keep on, eating less, and uh, he or she still not may not, lose weight, right? So there are a lot of these things, right? So let us discuss the science behind it, and what a lot of weight loss aspirants and people who are at the risk of metabolic disease are missing out, right? And this is all science, and that's why we should not fall for all these claims by fitness coaches, trainers, online fitness companies. So it's often said that we are what we digest, right? And it's so true that trillions of microorganisms living on and inside our body, a major of them living in the gut, right? Uh, they play a key role in our metabolic health, right? So the gut microbiome, the genes expressed by these, you know, uh, microbes living in our gut impact our metabolism through energy production, storage, and expenditure, right? So essentially, if you are gaining weight, if you are becoming obese, right, you have to blame your microbiome for it, or probably you have to blame yourself for what kind of you know food you are eating. It is even if you are eating high protein diet, even if it's low calorie, or probably you're creating a calorie deficit, still you will gain weight, right? So so let us discuss these aspects. So how gut microbiome, what gut microbiome of the microbes living in our large intestine have to do with our weight gain or loss, right? So, so essentially, we have to see here three different reasons how your gut microbiome may make you either gain weight or lose weight. One is, you know, short chain fatty acid production. So, you know, our microbes digest a lot of food we eat. So whatever we eat, it is first available to our microbes before it is available to our body, right? And these microbes actually metabolize the food substrates in various foods into vitamin, minerals, hormones, various metabolites, neurotransmitters, and a lot of these peptides and secondary metabolites, right? And these is what program our biology for health or disease, right? So when we are consuming a lot of fiber resistant starch, uh, inulin, so a lot of these microbes living in our gut actually metabolize these food substance, convert into short chain fatty acids. And there are three essential short chain fatty acids. One is bitrate. Bitrate is one of the most essential one. It actually regulates your satiety and blood sugar level. It also acts as signaling metabolite. It has also to play a key role in a lot of other reducing the risk of a lot of diseases like cancer, like cardiovascular diseases, autoimmune disorders, right? So coming out of weight loss, right? So bitrate do impact our satiety and our food cravings. It can improve our satiety. It can reduce our food cravings. Similarly, second is propionate. Propionate also has a similar impact on our weight gain. It can make us feel full. It can actually regulate our food intake. Third is acetate. Acetate is the most abundant one, and again, acetate secretes a particular you know uh, hormone, what we call is GLP-1, and this is we know this is known to to slow down our stomach emptying, known to regulate our food intake, known to regulate our satiety, right? And bite rate, by the way, is also set to impact our insulin secretion, right? You really need to understand not which microbe is there in your gut, but who are active, what they are doing, whether they are really producing short chain fatty acids, how much of they are producing, and what foods are making them produce these short chain fatty acids, right? So this is the one aspect. Second aspect is low grade chronic inflammation. So the root cause of weight gain or obesity is low grade chronic inflammation. So when you are feeding your microbe with too much of protein, right? They don't know what protein is, so they actually convert these lot of these amino acids into pro-inflammatory byproducts or metabolites, what we call as TMA, trimethylene oxide, or other amines, which actually leads to fat storage, or what we call as less fat export, right? So these inflammatory responses can make you store fat, right? Uh, second of the metabolites which impacts is lipopolysaccharides, and LPS is one of the most harmful endotoxins. So it is released by our microbiome when you are feeding a lot of saturated fat and sugar and a lot of the bad stuff. And this LPS can actually stimulate your immune system and can lead to adiposity. It can lead to fat cell creation. It can further lead to weight gain, right? So, you need to understand whether you have microbes active who are producing TMA. Again, TMA comes from choline or carnitine, right? It's the most of the protein, right? And again, it is not always. So you're actually doing reverse of it. You are eating too much protein, thinking that it will not make us gain weight, but it can be other way around. It can backfire, right? Third thing is the gut brain connection, right? So the gut and brain talk to each other through vagus nerve. So we know that our body is back of you know tens of thousands of chemical reactions, right? So our gut microbiome gives signals to our brain via vagus nerve, and vagus nerve is a highway for a lot of flow of biochemical signals, right? It tells our brain when you are hungry, when they are hungry, and when they are full, right? So in a lot of cases, when you have imbalanced gut microbiome, right, it can make certain common certain pathogenic microbes breeding, and it impacts the secretion and the production of various hormones like GLP-1, PYY, and other peptides, which can actually make you eat more when you should not, right? Second thing is, it also impact, a lot of, as I mentioned about the bitrate production. So bitrate production, so through your gut microbiome also impact your bitrate production, where it is, you know, it can actually make you eat more if you have a low bitrate production. Third thing is, you know, the hormones such as leptin and ghrelin, right? So we know that leptin is a hunger suppressing, ghrelin is a hunger creating hormone, right? So when your gut microbiome is imbalanced, right, it can actually make you, it will, so these microbiome actually uh, are involved in the production and release of, leptin and ghrelin, right? So it can, these microbes, DD microbes can actually produce a lot of more of ghrelin, less of leptin, and it can, make you eat more. It can make you gain weight, right? So just to sum up, you always do not need to have a calorie deficit, or have a high protein diet, have fried rice, have ketosis. These all are just obnoxious claim with no scientific evidence. Obviously you eat less, you will not gain weight, but you can't starve your body for every time. So every time you eat less, you lose weight, again you come back normal, you gain weight, again you get on the same thing. That's the strategy of a lot of these fitness companies to make you pay money every month, right? So you need to understand your biology, right? You need to understand your gut microbiome, the function of the gut microbiome, whether they are, impacting the production of disrupting production of leptin, ghrelin, whether the disrupting production of GLP-1, PYY, whether they are releasing pro-inflammatory molecules like TMA, LPS, whether they are producing anti-inflammatory metabolites such as bitrate, acetate, propionate, which can actually regulate your satiety, right? So there are multiple things you should look at, right? So we at GeneFit basically look at all these pathways. We look at your leptin production, we look at your ghrelin production, we look at your bitrate production, we look at your LPS production, we look at your TMA production, right? We look at your inflammatory level, and we give you nutrition interventions, right? Packed by your, based on list of your biology to know which food you should eat more of, which food you should minimize, which food you should avoid, which food you should enjoy, right? So essentially it is all depending upon whether a food is triggering inflammation, how much a food is triggering inflammation for you. So do not fall for these show business and wrong claims, understand your biology. That's for today. Have a great day. Thank you very much.